In the 41st millennium, mankind battles across the galaxy against many different alien races and malignant forces of chaos. In the grimdark future, there is only war. The latest edition of Warhammer 40,000 has now been released online to allow players to prepare for the 10th edition rules and indexes. This video covers the creation of the Retro Attic Mancave's first 10th edition army list using the secret and mysterious chapter of Space Marines, the Grey Knights. The Grey Knight Army Index starts by listing a number of special rules, such as Teleport Assault that allows units to redeploy at the end of your opponent's turn. It also allows Deep Strike units to teleport shunt during advance, giving an additional 6 inches of flying movement. These two Grey Knight specific core rules guided my choice of unit selection to take advantage of these abilities. There is no longer a psychic phase in 10th edition, although the Grey Knight stratagems have been updated to compensate for this. I particularly like Haloed in Soulfire that denies the enemy targeting units more than 12 inches away, and Mists of Diamus that allows your unit to move or to be placed in strategic reserves during your opponent's movement phase. Choice of Warlord for this 1000-point incursion list was a Grand Master in Nemesis Dreadknight armour, armed with Nemesis Greatsword, Heavy Incinerator and Psycannon. As well as having Deep Strike and Teleport Assault, the Surge of Wrath ability rerolls hits, wounds and damage in the fight phase. This unit cost a hefty 245 points. Next up was 5 Brotherhood Terminators, armed with Storm Bolters and Nemesis Force weapons. An ancient banner was added which doubled the objective control profile, useful for securing mission objectives, and a Narthecium which returns 1 destroyed model to the squad in the command phase, another expensive unit at 225 points. Two Interceptor Squads were included for their fast 12-inch flying movement. Each unit was armed with Storm Bolters, Nemesis Force weapons and a Psycannon. Personal teleporters allow these units to move again after the shooting phase, useful for shoot and scoot tactics. Each Interceptor Squad cost 160 points, giving a total of 320 points. Final choice was a Strike Squad, armed with Storm Bolters, Nemesis Force weapons and a Psycannon. This unit has a useful scout ability that allows the unit to move 6 inches before the game begins. They can also perform a sanctifying ritual that allows the unit to maintain control of an objective even if they move away from the objective marker. This unit cost only 135 points. Selecting First to the Fray enhancement for 35 points requires all units with Deep Strike to start the battle in reserve, but they can then be set up on the first turn. Sigil of Exigence allows a unit to be moved anywhere on the battlefield at least 9 inches away from the enemy units, if targeted during the opponent's shooting phase. This enhancement brings the total to 65 points. This Grey Knight Incursion army is highly mobile, with the ability to capture objectives and move on to perform other tasks. It has both strong shooting and fighting characteristics, with good armour and invulnerable saves, so it should be durable. It is an elite army with only 5 separate units though, which will make it a challenging army to play. Total cost 990 points. It will be interesting to see how this Grey Knight Incursion army performs using the Warhammer 40,000 10th edition rules. It may not be competitive, but it should be fun to play. If you enjoyed this video, why not leave a comment? And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for similar content from the Retro Attic Mancave.